Well, my story today goes back to a time before the term Swiftie took the world by storm. Yes, my dear young friends, hard as it is to believe, that time did exist. Hello there, people. I'm Brian Tellis, and I've got a fascinating edition of Live That Dream this time around. Anyway, in 2011, Taylor Swift was already an established star through the Swift mania or Swiftie mania, and that was on the rise as well. In November 2011, during the last concert of her Speak Now World Tour in Madison Square Garden, she was joined by the legend who gave her her name, the inimitable James Taylor. Now, Swift performed James Taylor's song Fire and Rain with him before he returned the favor and sang her number 15. That concert was the coming together of two major singer-songwriters, divided by time but united by their extraordinary talent. James Taylor, a six-time Grammy winner, has more to his credit than being the inspiration behind Taylor Swift's name. In fact, did you know that he was once very keen on performing in India? And if we had Lady Luck by our side, that may have even happened. That brings us to why I'm telling you all this in the first place. Now, many moons ago, I was in New York City and excitedly visiting a Barnes & Noble store, for James Taylor was releasing an album there, standing impatiently in line for an autograph. By the time I finally reached Taylor, James, not Swift, I could have kissed the man. At one point in the conversation, when I wasn't excitedly throwing a volley of questions at him, he spoke about how lyrics and musicality must tell the same story in a song. The marriage of the two is what makes an eternal song. The melody creates a vivid memory with the story that the lyrics kind of string together. An incongruence in this equation makes for what he called a jarring listening experience. We then got chatting about his music in particular, and he was mighty tickled by all my questions about Carly Simon and Carole King, and my gushing views on his troubadour, work. Amazed at all the facts and trivia I was almost shamelessly displaying to prove myself a worthy fan, Taylor couldn't resist asking where a man called Brian Tellis was from. When I told him I'm from India and that there are many fans in the country who would love to listen to him, he immediately had his management take down my coordinates, keen that he was to explore performing in India. Well, for whatever reasons that didn't come to play, I will forever cherish my interaction with him. This, like quite a few others, remind me that boy oh boy, this job really gives me a chance to live and sometimes relive the dream.
94.3 Radio 1.